riding motorbikes or something.
I won't call them motorbikes, the glorified lawn mowers.
Sound like a chainsaw.
They're definitely two-stroke, whatever it was.
Yeah, glorified lawn mowers.
I'll see what others did.
Oh no, the background music needs to tone it down a lot.
For the storm.
What was this?
It's another
Someone's
plugin I
listening.
found. You can like set up as a custom soundboard.
Yeah, don't.
Sorry, was that real loud, Lou?
Very.
It was very loud for me too.
All right, I can adjust the volume. What's that like?
Is there something I can set on my side?
No.
Well,
Yes,
there is
it
if you've got that
is.
plug-in.
Just click on game settings, cogs. Oh, wait a minute. Where is it? Oh, that musical note symbol.
It's not that. It's not on that.
Were it coming through Discord?
No, it's a separate plugin.
You're just gonna have to repeat everything 4 times because I can barely hear you when it's playing.
I can adjust the volume level. I'm just trying to find what is a reasonable volume level.
Yeah, just keep going down. Go down. Keep going down.
Is that loud still?
Keep going down.
Yes. So
Keep
No,
going
it's
down.
just at my side.
Keep going down. There, that's better. Now it's atmosphere, it's not sort of overwhelming.
Oh, right, so that does affect the volume at your end as well then.
Yeah, massively.
Cool.
I can hear plates tinkling together. Is that also atmosphere? I hear cattle.
or we can eat it.
Oh, gold. I need to knock that off.
Yeah, I can't think of anything I particularly want to. That's a scream.
Where are we?
Oh, that's funny.
Items.
Musical
Rations.
instruments showed up as loot. That's funny.
5 silver pieces.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have the energy to import all the stuff I've got on my written down. I've got
Yeah,
a
well,
spreadsheet
it's
here.
a matter. I think it's a matter of preference, isn't it? I mean, personally, I think I'd keep most of my stuff on paper. It's just the things that if you that you want to set up with macros, isn't it? That matter, I suppose.
Yeah, all that stuff disappeared on me, and I think you added it for me full, but I couldn't then turn them into macros, so I've re-imported them all. Well, many of them, and I'm going to see if I can add them again.
Oh. I've just tried using mine. I've dragged and dropped for my macro, and it tells me I haven't got an item named Masterwork Short Sword +1. Even though I dragged and dropped it from my inventory.
What's that on the hotbar?
Yeah.
Strange.
Same with any of my attacks.
Oh dear. Let me have a look. Is it because your token is not linked to your actor?
Yeah, no. What's happened? I think what happened was Fulls recreated our characters, but the old list, because I logged in and all my stuff was there, but when I try and drag drop that didn't work. When I re-imported it and deleted the old one, I can now drag and drop them again. So you almost have to re-import it, and what Full says about link to your character may be something he can see, but
yeah, so your token is linked to your actor your character sheet. So
yeah, so if you re-import your stuff, you can then drag and drop the newly imported one. Don't be surprised if you get 2 entries for stuff though. That's what happened to me.
all right, so it works for me. Look, I've dragged your thing from your character sheet onto my hotbar.
Yeah, but it won't work for mine.
I know. I'm just.
Oh no, it just worked now.
Yeah. Oh, right.
How did it work then?
Yeah, it just worked then.
No.
And the other ones have started working, so whatever you've done, it's started getting stuff to work now.
I know exactly what I've done.
Said that with confidence then, Phil.
I did something amazing.
That you have no clue what it was.
I just do so many amazing things I can't keep track.
I've sorted out what I wanted to buy anyway now.
You think I'm done too?
Is there anything that nobody? Is there anything that anybody's not sure about or wants to query or?
The only other thing I wanted to check was how much we would earn from that herbalism thing that we were doing while he were off doing his tour and we were waiting
Weren't
for.
that was that? Did I get it mixed up? Was that not a learning thing?
No, it was supplementing our living and stuff.
Well, yeah, we can do it. So it'll be a similar thing to what I sorted out with Lou the other day. So when we get a moment, a quiet moment, we can sort it out. It just involves a few rolls.
Because otherwise, it's just expense. While we were seeing it,
determines how much, what kind of lifestyle you can maintain with how much money you've made. So from that, then you can choose whether to live the lifestyle that that it's affording you and just break even, or live a lower standard and save the extra cash. So say for instance you worked for a week and generated enough money to finance a moderate lifestyle. If you lived a moderate lifestyle, then it would you just break even. Or if you made that money, enough money to live a moderate lifestyle but led a poor lifestyle, then you'd have the spare would be profit. And if you roll really well, then you get some profit on top of whatever it is you've done. But yeah, you make enough money to live a certain lifestyle, and then it's up to you to decide what lifestyle you're going to live, and so that'll determine how much spare cash you have.
we'll sort that out at the end then.
Yeah.
So,
go on.
So I suppose, Phil, the only thing is when I find out that we're going to be taking a long trip into lands unknown, I'll pop into my favorite cartographer. So I've had a map since like day one, and I pay the cartographer to update the map to include the lands we'll be traveling through, so we know what's coming.
Okay.
It's rolled up in a map case. So I don't know if they charge to add to maps or if I have to buy a new map or whatever, but I'm happy to pay for that.
Okay. Probably easier to buy a new map. It'd probably take a while to update an old one.
Okay, well that's fine. So I get maps to cover our route. The next thing was I chat to the local merchants and find out what would it be worth for us to take a wagon load of their stuff, whatever it is.
So they can't tell you. That's to if you were talking within somewhere within this particular county, they might be able to advise you if they were that way inclined. But somewhere that's way beyond
where they'd normally ever go to.
That's completely out of their range of experience. If they've probably hadn't even heard of the place.
No, that's fair enough. Okay, I'll go as long as we can call this journey for Fuchs Grand Tour.
I'm fine with that.
I'll buy the wine for the trip if you let me call it Fuchs Grand Tour.
We should paint this on the side of the wagon as well,
Yeah, exactly. Assume we've got a covered wagon, so we aren't out in the rain.
Not sure. I think it's got a tarpaulin on. It's not like I don't think it's like a proper covered wagon.
No, it's not got a thing on the back. It's just like an open one.
So
Well, could we pay
But
to
we can pay, I would imagine, to get the rest of it. Let's get the covered part.
yeah, so more like a not a gypsy wagon, but something more like that, where you've got more
like
solid sides and the top all and top.
Like
a wide vest one, from 19th
yeah,
century.
yeah.
That kind of
Oh,
like a
what? Sorry.
settlers wide vest 19th
Settler
century.
wagon, with a hoop,
Yeah,
the horseshoe shaped hoop on the top,
yeah,
Yeah.
canvas across it.
and that can be waterproofed.
Yeah. So yeah, I suppose you could pay for that. I mean, that's going to delay your journey, of course. Although I suppose we could say that you'd done that anyway.
Yeah, I think we were planning on upgrading our equipment. Well, no. Keeping in mind, Cade and for Fook have been using this wagon.
This is true, so it does make sense in that respect.
After the first rainy journey, we were like, "Fuck it, that's it. We're getting this thing sorted out."
Let's
So,
see.
yeah.
Vehicle.
So the party gains the benefit of Fook hating to sleep while getting wet.
Going. Wagon. Sorry. Yeah, fantastic description. Vehicle. £400 is its capacity. So, how much is canvas? Get an idea of that. Silk's 10 gold pieces a yard. It's not an expensive silk. So, I would say it's going to cost about 20% of value at wagon to add it on for the work and stuff.
Is
So
it a common
about
thing? Is it a
7
common
gold.
thing?
Sorry?
Yeah, that's fine. I'll spend 7 gold for that.
I'm not sure if that's realistic or not, but that'll do. 7 gold.
Yeah, it's fine.
Because common canvas isn't going to be too
I
expensive.
chip in. I paid 2 gold for them.
Okay, cool. So does anyone else need gold for like equipment and stuff?
No, I'm fine.
Well, I'm fine too.
I'm ridiculously fine.
Never find a dwarf without gold.
This is the first time I've ever spent anything.
Yeah, that's a dwarven feature. Hoard as much as you can whenever you can.
Oh crap, what's that doing?
Oh, okay, well in that case, if no one else needs gold, then there are 2 things I want to pick up, and you'll have to tell me if they're unrealistic or not. The one is a focus worth 100 gold pieces. That looks like a glass eye.
Oh, what, magic spell focus?
Yeah.
You'd be able to get one from some of the cleric temples, I would imagine, wouldn't you? One of the,
Yeah,
some of the ones that weren't destroyed.
Yeah, you probably need to get it from a temple, from one a temple specific to Olidamara.
Which we haven't come across yet.
No.
Okay, and the other one would be a magnifying glass, which gives a bonus to assessing things
Yeah,
that have intricate detail. That's 100 GP,
so
I
a
believe.
town. Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, if for no other reason because this is like Brindenford's a trade centre, so yeah, I can imagine. The prices are a bit cheaper than normal. So yes, if I'm sure I mentioned it before, but because there's a trade centre, prices will be a bit lower than average.
Okay, so what's my magnifying glass?
Which I believe, did I say? I told you, Dan, didn't I? Said 5%.
5%, yeah. That's what you sent to me.
Yeah.
Oh, just get me character sheet, because I want the wagon stuff.
It's on page 157. It's 100 GB, so you 5% off, so it'll be what, 95? Cool.
Sorry, we're asking Mr. Bean.
No, it's fine. I was just talking to myself. Right.
Oh, I don't know how you. I don't think you can do Twitch without a stream with some separate software.
Video producer? Top right hand corner. You can click your little account icon, mine's red, next to get bits, and then there's video producer. I didn't get any further because I got OBS working.
I don't see that at all. Creator updates.
Oh, I have got a tent.
Creator back to Twitch channel.
I can add that gold back on.
Oh, we have got a Brother of the Dice channel. So we could send stuff there. Dan?
On Twitch.
Twitch or YouTube or what?
On Twitter I've got, yeah, I've already set one up, that's where I am. But I can't see a thing for. Oh, video producer. Is that what you said?
No, is that what it says? I'm not sure. I've just knocked it off. Video producer, yeah. But then it makes you log into something else, and I got bored.
No, that's just like collections, modifying collections and clips.
Maybe not then.
Clips I've created. No, you need a stream. It's just like a all section that says stream tools, and it gives you a big list of choices to things to different programs you can use with it.
Okay. I didn't try it. I didn't know. Sorry.
Well, there's an in-house one, Twitch Studio Beta, but you do have it is like a separate program that you got to use with it. So yeah, you still need. But yeah, so if anybody's streaming, we can upload it to Twitch afterwards.
Mine's just going straight up to YouTube. I'll fiddle around with it just to make sure it's not got all dodgy in there, and then
Because you can download stuff off you download it from
yeah.
YouTube anyway and put them elsewhere. So yeah, I think maybe I don't know. Do you think is it better to have it on a Twitch channel or a
Well,
YouTube channel? I'm not
Twitch, you can do it live, and then,
Yeah.
like I said, you can just
You can do
put
it
it
live
on YouTube after. Yeah, and then you can do it on YouTube afterwards if you wanted.
Yeah, I suppose you can do both, can't you? There's no reason why you can't do both.
The only well,
Yeah.
yeah, there is that, but just from a usability point of view, and this is completely unrelated. At work, Twitch would be blocked for me, but YouTube is not.
Yeah.
Just for a filtering thing, really.
Yeah.
You get
Oh,
more exposure on YouTube if you wanted to,
yeah.
but you get the better audience on Twitch. So
Well, I can put it on both, I suppose.
yeah, no one's
Just
stopping you,
need
is
to
there?
make a new just need to make up a new YouTube channel rather than just using my own. Not
Yep.
that I really use use my own. But is somebody already recording?
Yeah.
All right, cool. I shall switch off.
It's been going for about 25 minutes, but
Right.
I'll cancel all this off. I'll cancel it all off.
Yeah. Must admit, I'm not a massive fan of the editing side of it. I got seriously bored of editing that alien stuff. But then I were like going through and editing like sort of long pauses out, so we're going along for about 5 minutes, and then there'd be like pause of about a minute or so. So I was editing that out to make it so there wasn't as much dead air on it.
Yeah.
But it was taking a long time to do that, especially like 3 hours worth of video and stopping every couple of minutes or 30 seconds to edit out 10 seconds of dead air and stuff like that. So I don't need that. I don't need that window opener anymore. Get rid of that altogether. Go away. had as much time to add on as many bells and whistles as I'd usually like. And God, it takes. I've forgotten how long it takes to put in complete custom content into something like this.
So, in my travels with Cade, have we
Yeah.
stumbled across rumors of places that buy and sell magical stuff?
Oh yeah, I've been asking everyone about this.
So your best chance of finding somewhere that trades in magical items is heading to one of the bigger cities. So Verbabonk. It's a terrible name, that.
Yeah, it
I'm
sounds
sure.
like a wine.
It sounds like a brothel.
Well,
Oh,
that as well. French wine produced by a brothel.
I'm sure there's probably some different way of pronouncing it, but yeah, we've always called it Verbabonk, haven't we? So. But yeah, so a city would offer you best chance of doing that. A large town or a city. Verbabonk, there's a good chance. Greyhawk. Um, Greyhawk is yeah.
Yeah, it's fine.
You can find pretty much anything there.
Yeah, no worries. Cool. I mean, I'm all sorted out. Got the wagon.
But yeah,
filled up.
unless, like I say, a large town or a city, there's a good chance of. Other places, unless there's something special about that particular place or something, or there might be, a unique thing. But typically, a town isn't, or town or smaller, isn't going to have capability of that. Of course, there's a possibility that there might, of exceptions and and certain individuals, things like that.
Yeah, no, understood. Yeah, no, that's all good. Yep, I mean, I'm all tooled up, ready to go. All my sort of money making schemes have been sort of shafted, so you know, may as well hit the road and see what my skills can bring us.
Yeah, I think everyone's bought everything they need to now.
Right. Okay then. Um, so the plan is to head to Laburn then. So on the main roads, we'll just assume that you can travel, do a full day's travel, and there will be at least a roadside inn or something that you can stay at if you want to. If you want to spend the money to do that, obviously that's safer and more comfortable.
That's working out as that's going to be, what is that, 22 gold
What's that?
for a
Sorry?
modest inn? Is that like 22 gold expenditure for 22 days?
Roll 20.
So where are we? So a modest inn is three silver a night.
3 silver a night.
is that including food or something or not?
That might include breakfast, a basic breakfast, which would probably be like some porridge, gruel.
So if I pay 5 silver piece, will they provide me some kind of dinner and
Well, yeah, spending
for
5 silver,
breakfast?
you get a decent. Hold on a minute, I'm looking at the food there. Modest. Oh no, yeah, sorry. Modest inn is 5 silver. That was a modest meal I was looking at. So a modest inn, a night in the inn or staying in is 5 silver.
Does that include food?
It includes. It'll include your breakfast. Include one meal. Which will be like I say, it'll be basically it'll be like either some gruel or some bread fruit.
Mhm.
Anything beyond that
Says
you'll have to.
yeah, it says lifestyle expenses are about a gold, sorry, for a modest. When you look at the player's handbook.
Yeah,
So
that's your day-to-day sort of living
Yeah.
downtime stuff.
So
Yeah.
if we deduct a gold per day, we should have breakfast, dinner, and proper bedding. So it's only our midday food we have to provide for ourselves, and we are comfortable. Is that right?
So a modest inn, staying in is 5 silver, and a modest meal is 3 silver.
Yeah. So it's a 1 gold should cover
Yeah,
those,
yeah, that'll cover
and the
food,
pro-
your stay, your food, your drinks,
and
and any
the, and the,
extras. Yeah,
yeah, and the
But,
proper breakfast, not just a
yeah,
bowl of
and
porridge.
of course you'll have to stable the horses and the wagon.
Yeah. So I mean, I'm happy to pay 1 gold per day. I think it's worth the
Which
money.
is, I mean, the gold a day is a typical living expense anyway. I think. Isn't
Yeah, for a modest
it? Yeah,
lifestyle expenses, it says.
yeah. Of course you can rough it and go for a cheaper one.
I like comfort. I can stretch my legs.
Okay, so
Covers accommodations, food and drink.
I deduct 22 gold.
uh,
22 gold. That would leave me with that.
So we all paying 22 gold.
Yeah.
I mean, if you are happy
I'll,
with
Yeah.
I'll, I mean, it's up to you if you want to pay it all in, knock it all off in advance. I'm just thinking if there's if you're delayed or whatever.
What's this for?
If it's delayed, we can just deduct any more off if we need
just
to.
deduct extra, I suppose. Yeah.
Yeah, I did that. I removed.
Yeah. So
It's
you'll have to keep if you're doing that, you'll have to keep track of the days then.
24th
Yeah.
of reaping.
So it's
It's
24th.
Sorry, Lee. I was going to say, Lee, it's the living expenses for the 22 days across 22 days travel
Right.
before we get to the port.
22 gold.
Yes.
Yeah.
Up until now.
I'm not happy with all this expenditure.
Well, he's given us, what, 1,000 gold?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we've all got an additional 200 gold each anyway, which is to cover further travel and expenses.
Can I get a discount at inns if I perform well and me and my entourage get to
You
stay?
can certainly sing for your supper if that's if that's your intention.
Okay. How do you want to work that out? Do you want me to
Um,
roll, and if we get over a certain roll, you knock that cost off for the day?
So if you make a reasonable roll, then they can knock that cost off for the day.
So,
Oh, for yourself anyway. If you roll really well, then you'll be able to double that. So essentially pay for 2 people's.
okay, so they won't put up my entourage along with.
No.
It's a shame. Okay. Right.
Not for what's going to be essentially just like a few hours work, if that.
Can I assume Kate will help out with any ones?
I'm happy to play along, but I don't think so you want my singing. And I'm happy to set up equipment and announce that you are doing a performance and all this kind of things.
Whee, 20.
If that's okay for you.
Sorry,
Oh.
I need to keep track of these, don't I?
Yeah,
So
if you, I mean,
what
so,
am I
if,
trying
so
to
if
get
you just
over?
want to, if you just want to abstract it, you just like do 22 rolls.
Yeah, but what do I need to get over? Is what I'm trying to think.
I would say just an average. So 15.
Oh, for me that's not average.
Well, it's an average difficulty, sure, so not an
Yeah.
average roll.
So that's 1. Well, I did an advantage, yes. That's 3.
Well, if you just add them on, you can like just click and it'll roll and it'll roll how many,
4,
that many,
5.
and
Oh,
then you can
sorry.
just. So if you just keep clicking the dice and add dice on, and then you can when it's rolled the results, you can click on it to expand it, and you'll see each individual roll.
Oh, I see what you mean. So I just add in
Which is what I want to do.
1. Oh yeah, so I could just manually do that anyway. So I could do 20d20.
Yeah.
But is it +5 then as well? Or just 20d20 and assume 10 or higher is good?
Yeah, you can do it that way.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right, here it goes. Holy shit.
Okay. So
That's just 10.
So I got
That's
1.
That's just 10. The average of that is just 10. Dead on. I
It
mean,
is.
little bit more.
I got
10,
1,
10 or 3.
2,
One
3,
absolute
4,
failure.
5. Oh yeah.
On riot.
7,
Never
7, 8,
Cade is
9, 10. So
ignoring
yeah,
one.
half. Yeah.
Okay,
Average was
Cade's
correct.
ignoring.
Hang on, hang on.
Cade, there's a 1 there. There's a 1
when
there.
when you are rolling 1, you can re-roll that. You know, I help you
Well,
out.
that's what I'm saying.
You know,
That's what I'm saying.
I
Okay,
type.
so that's 11 successes then.
Yay! No, that's
Sorry, I was
21
dreaming.
actually.
I was dreaming. You know, I'm sorry. I show you how to do that. You know, I mean, when you roll 1, that's not good enough. You know.
Oh god, that's just as bad. There's a 1 and a 2 in there as well.
Yeah, you can re-roll the 1 again.
No, that was full. Cool.
Yeah. It's an at 20 I'd be worried about.
So basically, I get all my costs covered except for what, 10 of them?
Yeah,
So
just 10 days you have to pay for.
cool.
You have your costs. That's not bad.
Yeah, pretty cool. It's all good, and I'm buying the booze. So you got to tell me what that damage is.
First, 5th,
Ruins of Ribars. Pete.
2nd, 4th.
Well,
What?
yeah, because this is for Fuchs Grand Tour, Lizai, so you know the wine's on me. I said.
It's not nice.
Tell me how much you managed to drink in that time.
I'm just looking at Ruins of Ribars. Pete. I didn't know there was one.
So yeah, they're not. That's not plain knowledge. That stuff on that one. You just gain special privilege by able to see stuff that you shouldn't be able to see.
It's near Grail Canal.
Yeah. So it's going to go to there. Right, I'm going to use a pen to mark this on.
That must be new then, because when we were doing old editions, we went adventures around Grail. We never heard of that.
This probably comes out of one of the module books.
Can I draw on that? Can I draw on it? Oh, great.
An artistic green line.
Yeah, the drawing tools are rubbish. So that's the look. Oh God, what am I doing? I've got this. Put this on for a reason. Oop. So that's the first day.
Oh, tell us.
Second day.
So are you doing something on the map?
Yeah, it's moving the wagon token.
Yeah, by day.
Oh, sorry, I browsed. Yeah, okay, you're off the top of my map. Yeah, never mind.
Okay, so
See it now.
Dice rolls. It's a D12 and a D6. Right. 4 and 2. So it's about 2. Oh, that's 2 days. I'm not advanced the calendar. That's 25th. And alright, let's get rid of the rain. It's not raining anymore. It's not raining anymore. It's not supposed to trigger that, I'm sure it is. Is that all going into the chat thing? Why is that not working? Ah, there we go. Hey, whoa, it's a solar eclipse.
What?
Do you roll
There's a
2 ones
so-
again?
There's a solar eclipse.
Is it?
Yeah, blimey. Yeah, there's a solar eclipse today. How about that? Lunar. The lunar, so it's only a small one, so... Oh no, it says it's ended. That must have been yesterday. Oh, that was exciting. Right, anyway, so it is the 26th. It's completely overcast. There's a light rain, and you've been going along without any incident. Like I said, the roads were it's a paved road, so the road's really good quality. Traffic on the roads is light today, probably due to the weather. And you've not seen any patrols today. But about
As
2 o'clock.
usual. As usual.
Are you going backwards now? Wagons moonwalking. So, about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, it appears there's a lot of debris that's been blown down to the road. Like a tree at the side of the road has partially collapsed, and it forces you to dismount from the wagon and spend some time clearing the road. It's nothing major. Won't take.
Keeping an eye out in case it's a trap film.
No, it looks like it's a natural occurrence. You can see the damage of the tree that's at the side of the road. It looks perfectly natural occurrence. Like I say, it just slows you down. Just takes you about going to take you about 10-15 minutes just to clear it. But yes, by all means, you can sit and eye the road up. So who's going to? So since Lou High is going to sit peering suspiciously from the wagon, who's going to actually go get their hands dirty and do the hard labour of clearing the road?
I'll do it.
Well,
Me and the dwarf.
You and the dwarf? Very well.
you're the strongest in the party, just FYI.
16.
Depends if he's wearing his magical gloves or not.
Okay.
Gauntlets on.
Like I say, it's no big deal. It's a simple task. There's nothing. There's no like. There's no like. It's not like a complete tree on the road. It just needs clearing out of the way. Just make it so you don't have to divert the wagon off the road, which you could have done as well. So while you're doing that, can Orbold and Tackling make a dexterity roll? Not a check, just a roll. You're basically doing a check because you can have your dexterity.
An ability check.
Ability check, yeah.
Advantage because we're doing it together?
No.
Get over here.
Okay, right. So while you're clearing the road, you're dragging stuff off to the side. Tackling stumbles over a rock and falls face flat on the ground.
Why always tackling?
You're closer to the ground.
We'll laugh at him.
Okay, right, you laughed at him. Right, Tackling gets up and angrily kicks the rock to one side, and as he kicks the rock to one side, he is shocked to see he's uncovered a hand sticking up from the dirt,
Oh,
a gold ring on its finger.
I'll investigate. Is it just a hand?
It is a hand. It's started to. The fingertips have started to blacken.
Is it just a hand? It's not like it's like it's been buried or anything?
Yeah, it's poking up from out of the dirt, so
Right, okay.
there might be more of it.
Alright. Should we investigate? Or do we just take the ring and leave it?
What do you tell the rest of us?
I made beckon over and said there's a hand here sticking out. I pocket the ring.
Oh,
Time to go take a look.
like that, is it?
You were laughing at me. Funny now, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'll wander over and have a look as well. See if we can help unearth
Okay,
whoever's
you can
been
make
buried alive.
You want to do it soon? What? Sorry, I just got a load of static then.
Unearth whoever's been buried alive
Okay, what you're going
or
to use?
buried.
Shovel from the back.
You got a shovel?
Yeah,
On the wagon.
yeah.
Dropped off again.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Cool, not me then.
Oh, what is that?
I don't know, someone went and came straight back in again, so.
Hi. Sorry, I missed about 30 seconds of that. My headphones went mental.
Oh, right.
So what did I miss? I heard nothing.
We're just going to dig up the body.
Okay.
Break
Okay.
out the shovel and help dig up the body.
Right, it takes you. Well, after you've been digging for a while, you can see more that it looks. It looks like it might be a child.
Oh God.
You keep digging, and eventually you uncover the corpse of a young girl, about 10 or 11 years old. Her eyes and her mouth are completely full of dirt, and she's dressed in rags. Although you can't see any visible sort of injuries or obvious cause of death.
But a
Was she
mouth.
buried upright.
Yes. So yeah, so the only conclusion you can make is that she was buried alive and she choked on the dirt that's filled her mouth and probably her throat.
Ew.
Not got smacked by a falling tree.
No, we've been here longer than that. Been like buried.
Just been unearthed by the weather.
I'll let everyone know I found a ring as well.
Okay,
Is
it's
that-
sorry.
They got anything on it?
No, it's a plain gold band.
No inscription. And...
No.
Is there anything on the body, like in the pockets or anything that can be used to
Nope.
identify them?
Nothing.
We should maybe look around. There might be more bodies underneath that pile of rubbish.
Could just take the body to one side of the road and just give it a pauper's funeral.
Well, you tell me what you do.
Well, that's my suggestion.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Any houses nearby?
No, you've not seen any sort of habitation for at least an hour.
Is there like a? Can we see further ahead? Is there anything coming up?
No, not that you can see. No.
Oh, sorry, press wrong button.
So just
well,
leave a marker, and then we could just tell someone in the next village that we come to that we found a body.
I'll also
Mm,
give her a ring back.
yeah, I'm not sure it's a good idea. You know, I mean, last time we tried to help the locals, we ended up in trouble. So
Yeah, they're not all going to be changed from forest animals this time, though.
No,
Hopefully.
but they might have other problems on their own. How about if you just bury it on the roadside in a proper way, and
I
you know,
I I take 10 minutes to cast detect magic. Does anything glow in the vicinity?
Okie dokie. Whatever. But what do you say? What did you say Tackling was doing with the wing? The ring?
I'm gonna give it a back.
Okay. What? You're gonna put it in a hand, put it back on the finger that you took it off, or?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm not in the habit of stealing from little girls.
Especially dead ones.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, they don't need the ring anymore, do they? Sorry, that's just my thought.
it's all, you want to grab it, mate? It's all yours.
No, no, I'm just playing devil's advocate on your shoulder.
Okay. So you take some time to give her as best a burial, proper a burial as you can, while Fafuk casts a ritual, which which turns up nothing.
I'll put a marker there as well, Phil, so it's like a cross of some sort, or whatever it is that they
Okay.
use in D&D.
Well, it depends on the faith, doesn't it?
Yeah. But whatever the general one is, the most
Yeah, the
popular
common
one.
one in this area. Yeah, so there'll be certain areas will have more might have a more common faith.
Yeah.
How about
Yes,
if we check the rest of the pile, that rubbish, or whatever was on the road? Is there anything else around?
Yeah, so you can do that. Anybody else do anything else?
well, while the detect magic's active for 10 minutes, I'll sort of do a slow circuit, seeing if anything interesting about the tree or this area, because I assume a small child doesn't sort of put their way here from. Well, I don't know. Maybe they do. I assume they
Okay.
came from somewhere. Was it like the ground? Was it like the ground was like packed, as in she was like
Yes.
buried, or she was like digging her way out?
Uh,
Kind of
it,
situation.
what was that? Sorry, say that again, Lou. Sorry, I heard the first bit.
So was it one of these like the ground is hard packed and then the hand just was being pushed up, or was it there was clearly a hole dug, she was put in, reburied, but poorly, so the hand was sticking out?
So the ground was packed. It didn't. There wasn't any like sign of the ground being disturbed. But neither was there any sign of the of like the hand being forced to, if the surface had been broken by somebody pushing the hand up. It was like almost as if they were just there in the ground with the hand sticking up.
Just throwing this out there. There was that earth thing, weren't they, in the barrow? That could just walk through walls. I wonder if that could like drag you in or something similar.
Mm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. So she wasn't buried here. Something. It's almost
Tucker?
like she was placed.
Hmm.
Placed. Yeah. I mean, are we aware of any kind of spell that would do that to somebody?
Um, well, you can make an Arcana check, I suppose.
I mean, we're sort of just generally speculating. So
Well, it's magic. It's feasible.
oh wow.
So yeah, so you've heard of people using
Meld
magic
into
to
stone.
like melding with stone and things like that. So yeah, it's not a
Impossible.
far-fetched idea. No, it's not impossible.
Why you do it to a young kid? I mean, is there anything interesting about the ring? I mean, I have this magnifying glass I recently purchased, so every
You can
opportunity
examine
to.
it if you wish. Oh, well, yeah, if you want to stop them before they completely bury you.
Yeah, just let me take a look at the ring before we sort of bury the child.
Okay.
Have a close
Ow.
look. Any inscriptions or
So
anything
no,
noteworthy?
there's nothing on it at all. It's completely plain.
Is it decent gold? Like, give it the old chew test. Is it nice and soft, or is it hard?
You
glass?
can make a wisdom check to try and evaluate it.
Wisdom. Woohoo! Finally.
I think
Straight wisdom check.
I think there is an evaluation skill, but
18. I think it's probably intelligence.
So yeah, it's fairly decent. You reckon it's probably worth about 20 gold or more?
I say that's probably about 20 GPs worth of gold ring here.
Yeah, we'll still leave it with the body.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
shrug.
we shouldn't pocket it, you know. I mean,
Shrug. I've got enough. For
just
now.
out of respect. If it was Dyson, you know, I would even chop off the finger and make it a necklace.
Yeah, we perform
Yeah.
a nice burial ceremony and sort of say some nice words about this random child, I suppose, and then we
So
pat down the earth and carry on.
radio. So yeah, it would have been an intelligence check. It would have been an investigation check and appraise an item. But not to
Okay,
worry.
a
Not
lot
to
lower.
worry. Okay, all right. So takes you about an hour later, after you've you originally stopped. You've buried this young girl's corpse, and are free to continue if that's what you wish to do.
Yeah.
There's nothing else here, so let's go crack on.
Radio. Okay. Right, so you continue on till it gets later in the day, and till you come across the first inn, and stay for the night.
Well, I suppose we could ask the innkeeper if there's anyone missing a small ragamuffin wearing a gold ring.
Okay, right. You give the you pass around the description to the innkeep and other people in the inn. I mean, there's not much of a community nearby. There's the inn, a coach station, and that's about it. But nobody recognises appears to recognise the description.
Okay, that's fine. One of them mysteries. Graveyards are filled with them.
Okay, does anybody do anything else? Or
No, if no one's recognised the description, then just book the room for the night, get some food, get to sleep and set off in the morning again.
okay, all right. Right, the next day is the
27th.
27th.
Can I just post something to group? I've just been looking as I'm now a level 1 druid. I get a spell called Longstrider. You touch a creature, target speed increases by 10 feet until the spell ends. Would that be useful in this situation? I'm not spending any spells as it stands. Would it make the horse go faster? Would it get us there faster?
Well, wait, what's it? Sorry, what were it? Long stride?
Longstrider. You touch a creature,
Like,
the target speed increases by 10 until the spell ends. 10 feet until the spell ends. I suppose if I kept my
it's
hand on
an
it.
hour, isn't it?
It says 1 action, it doesn't say how long it lasts.
Well,
Oh,
no,
1
it
hour,
just says
yeah it does,
duration.
yeah it does,
Yeah.
just say 1 hour.
Yeah.
Maybe it's not worth it then, I didn't realise.
Well, helps in the
That's fine.
short term.
It's like I'm not spending my spell slots on anything else. I've also got Goodberry as well, which is supposed to feed us for a day. It gives me 10 berries that will sustain us.
Yeah. I mean,
That'll
obviously,
save us all
that's
the
not
food.
as appealing as a cooked meal and stuff. But
No.
yeah, so it's good. It's good for certain situations. But I mean, if you want to be a complete skinflint, and survive on berries and spend about half an hour behind the bushes.
No.
Yeah, Fafuk will tell you to get lost if you try and feed him on berries.
Unless
But yeah,
they're mulched.
so the long stride wouldn't really make any difference
Fermented.
during the day because it's assumed that like mounts during a day's travel they'll have bursts of speed.
Okay.
But spread over the day it doesn't have any real effect.
I'm going to say it can only be cast on one, I'm assuming, as well.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
Yeah,
Higher
Yeah,
level.
we've got
Higher
two.
level. Higher
that
level.
could be disastrous as well.
Yeah. Just turning right all the time.
Unless you kept switching horses.
Oh dear, let's kill the other horse. Right.
Just running around in circles.
Yeah.
Right, so it's cloudy, a clear day. There's a little to no rain today. So let's see. So you pass through the town of, or pass by the town of Laburnum. Oh. And on that's the third day. Track of these days. 7th.
I mean, the one thing I could have done with the girl, but it would have taken a whole day, would have been to cast Speak with Dead, but I don't have it memorized typically. You'd have had to walk around with a dead body for a day. A little bit on the creepy side.
Okay. Right. So, let's see. So there. So it's 4. So, right. So on the seventh day, on the morning of the 7th day, you come in sight of Verbabonk. So one of the biggest, if not the biggest city in the area. It's the capital of the viscountcy, as you can see.
Okay. If my memory is not mistaken, there are some big gnome community in this city.
I can certainly check for you.
So, and gnomes are known about making magical items, so I would start asking that.
But there'll be in Verbonk there'll be guilds for everything. There'll be just about there'll be a temple of some description for most religions. Obviously, evil religions probably won't, not so much, and they'll be in secret anyway. Let me give you a bit of a rundown about the place. Alright, so the Viscounty of Verbonk is a near-independent province of the arch-clericacy of Valuna, ruled in Palatine by a powerful viscount. The town of the city of Verbonk itself is the second largest port on the Velvediva River, bringing much wealth to the local hordes. The writ of the Viscounty extends some 15 miles into the Cron Hills to the south, though the current gnome troubles ensure that the Viscount holds little true power there. Though relations with the Lord's neighbouring villages and strongholds within the Viscounty are not nearly as tumultuous Viscount Wulfric's inattentiveness during the latter part of his reign has ensured that some local rulers have more power than they ought to. A problem that the current Viscount Langard must deal with on a daily basis. Verberbonk is not only a human city, but is home to many elves and gnomes as well. A few of the former live in lofted ipt houses, structures built within the boughs of trees of the same name. Ipt trees, special kind of tree. Most gnomes live in rents, small but comfortable dwellings excavated from the dozens of small hills within the city proper. The town is rich with trade. The river brings goods of all stripe, with caravans and barges, more than happy to leave the region loaded down with gems and copper from local mines. Berbermonk's gnome smiths are renowned across the Flanness. Arguably their most important structure, the Royal Ferrondian Mint, spreads their handiwork farther than any other. Local temperature is mild, blah 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 blah. Oh, it's so it's a city, but it's quite small. So despite its small size, Verberbonk boasts both a religious and secular army. First army of the church is little more than a collection of club-bearing zealots, beaten so often by Pillars of Church Cuthbert. Beaten so often by a collection of club-bearing zealots by the Cuthbertin oversea Brandytan, they become a formidable and well-trained force. It's also home to the knights of one of the famous knightly orders, the Knights of Forondy. And there's lots more stuff that I can't tell you about.
Fine. Do they sell magic goods?
There is a good possibility that they may sell stuff like that. Yes.
Whoop, whoop.
So let's go for
So the main religion here is St Cuthbert.
Is there a Temple of Ludamara kicking about?
So no.
Yeah, how about Ugma?
There are churches to St Cuthbert, Ilona, Zilcius, Flanalagan,
That's mine.
Obadhe, and Biori.
Oh, Bad Hay, the fat bastard.
Yeah.
No Ugma. I
Okay.
think we should ask around. We go to that mint place, or I'm sure they will know if someone is making magical items and runs a shop or something.
Well, I'm sure we could. We could sort of go in, do a quick sightsee. Spend the evening carousing, and then early next morning do a shopping spree before we head out if we need to. So we gather intel the day before if we can.
Yeah. I join you.
Can we make a side trip just down south? I want to go to Sheer Knob.
The where?
Sheer Knob.
Sheer Knob.
The Homlet.
No.
Just below Homlet, yeah.
Why does Homlet sound really familiar?
It's quite famous.
Why?
Because it is near the Temple of Elemental Evil was located near just outside Homlet. In fact, you can see it there on the map.
It's not on, is it?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it says TOEE.
All right.
Toe.
Oh, I just thought that was literally a place name called Toe. It's like, oh, okay. Okay, fair enough. Oh, feck, we're not going there, are we?
You'll be passing through Homlet, yes.
Okay, no, that's fine. That's fine. To the other place.
It's Nova, you don't want to go through.
Oh yeah. Right, so Phil, do our plans go as we wish them to go? We
Just going to
get into town, we sit up for the evening, we carouse, gather intel on where there may be interesting things for sale, if there are such places. Any quick ways to make money on our route towards Safeton? Things that need guarding,
Depends how much time you want to spend here.
Yeah, no more than a day. Just sort of a quick sort of side trip. Not enough to sort of drag things on.
Okay, right. Well, like I said, it's a small city or a big town, whichever way you want to look at it. So there's plenty of opportunities. So it depends what everybody wants to do.
I won't mind pricing up what some sort of defense magical items would be.
Same.
I'm looking for spare scores.
I want a
I'm
magic
just
wooden
looking
shield.
for trouble. I'm just looking for trouble. Opportunity to cause shit with this and Cuthbert lot.
Yeah.
Nothing pisses me off more than a city dedicated to lawful good a-holes.
Wonder if Hibberton's relocated down here.
Yeah, probably.
If he's still alive.
I tolerated him because he saved my life at least twice. For the rest of them, suckers. Is there a dye house here for like places that dye cloth?
There will be, yes. There's bound to be stuff like that. Yeah. Like I say, it's just like Brindenford. It's a big trade hub, but
Okay.
even more so.
Okay.
Just follow the smell of piss.
True. Yeah, I'm interested in if there's magical stuff.
Yeah.
Upgrade my weaponry or.
No weaponry I want. It's just to see if there's anything that I can use that can help me in defence.
Okay, so there's guilds in Verbonk to most professions. Gaining access to any of the arcane guilds is next to impossible. You need far more time than you've got today, because you'll need letters of introduction, which is another thing entirely. But you can certainly shop around and ask around and see if there's anywhere that is that might have something for sale.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Sure.
Do that too. Do you wish me to make some rolls?
Yes. So it depends what kind of thing you're looking for. I mean, obviously, nobody knows, or apart from the things they've got experience of, but nobody knows specific items.
Yeah,
No.
fair dues. So we're just interested in stuff that's magical. So what kind of do you want, an investigation or a perception
No, it would
roll?
actually be a. So it would be. Let me see. It would be a persuasion roll.
Sweet.
Yep. So that'd be like asking around.
That's
Not
charisma.
not an investigation roll.
No.
Okay. So
So basically,
Well-
you like having to talk to people and find out who's what's what, where to go.
can I do this, please?
Well, if you're all doing if you're going as a group, then
Ooh,
you know,
19.
certainly.
Yeah, I am on 19 as well.
So if you go in as a group, then it'll just be a group of 2 or more of you. Then it'll just be a roll at advantage if you're all going and working together on it.
Yeah.
Okay,
Absolutely.
Okay. Yeah, then roll again then, please.
So just the one person who's rolling.
Yeah, fair. I just done my divination rolls. That's what you can see above. There was 17 and a 7.
Oh, I rolled the 9. I rolled the 19.
I know. So roll again because you are having advantage because I'm doing the same. I'm happy.
Okay. Well,
Just
my int is quite poor. Sorry, charisma. So.
Mine not.
Oh my god.
See, that's what I'm talking about. The halfling luck. You know.
Okay, you can give us a percentage roll then.
Shit. Here we go. Oh wait, no, that's not what I wanted. I want a 1D 100, not a 2D 100. This little interface is a little tricky. 12. Kind of.
Okay. Right, you're able to find a sort of it's more of a like a curiosity shop, but they've got they sell all sorts of just weird kind of things, such as exotic books and sculptures from like curiosities from far off lands. But amongst all this stuff, they do the proprietor does claim to be to have some mystical items for sale.
We are intrigued and ask to see more.
So it says these things. It doesn't have these things on openly on display. It sort of be what kind. So it's kind of query what kind of thing are you looking for?
Something
Well,
that helps with defense.
I'm personally just kind of curious because we've heard
Or-
of such things, but we've
Or protection, yeah.
yeah. I mean, obviously we have people who specialize in the fisticuff, martial type stuff. But I'm a bard. This is a mage. We're just generally quite curious about the nature of such things. So, for us, the stranger the better.
Yeah, and I'm looking for spare scrolls and rings.
It's got a lot of static then. I don't know if anyone was
So
speaking.
did I don't know what that was. Don't know what that was coming from.
You're still there?
Yeah.
Yep.
Still here. Smart. I'm just checking something.
Gone really quiet as well, Phil.
I better.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Right. Well, if you make a persuasion roll, you might be able to persuade him to actually show you what he's got available.
Okay, can I step in and then do this roll, please?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, the roll is a 19.
Okay. Right, that's successful. So he so yeah, he submits to showing you what he's got, but he'll only allow one person at a time because he's going to take you to like a secure area in the back of the shop.
I'm really
Okay.
small. I can be in someone else's place as well at the same time.
Sorry,
Sorry?
I'm struggling to hear you. What?
I was just moaning, I'm really small. I can fit anywhere, beside another person. Okay. I was just moaning. So
So
who goes with him?
who wants to? Well, presumably you're going first since you spoke to him.
Oh, okay. I gotta go in first then. Okay, I mean if it's okay for everyone.
Yeah.
Okay. So he takes you into this back room, locks the door behind you, and unlocks as this armored sort of case, sort of reinforced with steel.
And says, now who's been a very bad boy?
I'm done.
So he opens up this cabinet, and inside are a number of scrolls and vials,
Okay, I'm interested in scrolls.
as
So I mean,
well as a small. Uh, just like a totem kind of thing. Let me just see. Oh no, I could. What am I doing? I can do it this way.
Did you say totem? Yeah, Kate, I'd get out of there. If that thing's dick shaped, you're in for a rough ride.
oh, I take it, man. I'll take
Phil,
Yes.
can I cast Detect Magic as a ritual while we're waiting?
I wouldn't advise it.
Okay.
That will be extremely frowned upon.
Yeah.
Just casting magic in public is not.
He's gone into the back room, hasn't he? Nobody can see.
Well, just the rules about ritual casting, unless it's different for druids, is it has to be a memorized, a readied spell that you can then ritually cast. You can't ritually cast anything, usually. So you have to have it ready to cast anyway to be able to ritually cast it.
Oh, okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
It says you can ritually cast any prepared spell, usually. I mean, druids may be different.
I'll take your word. I'm not. I'm new to the whole magic game, so
Yeah, no, that's all good. It took me a while to get my head around some of the bonkers stuff.
it sounds like it's a no. I'll just take that.
Well, usually you would know this. You would know this already. As a barbarian, you're probably already pretty anti-magic, unless it's healing you or something.
Yeah.
So yeah, you yourself would probably happily take a swing at someone randomly casting in the street. Fifuk learned it the hard way.
Good to know.
Right. So you were just asking him. You were just asking about the scrolls. Did you say?
Yes, I am.
Rightio. Um. Well, I've lost my bloody thing. I've lost my page. Where have I gone? Ah, there we are. Okay, so it tells you he's got. He admits that he's not able to read them himself, but he's had them analysed and checked, and he stakes his reputation on the information that he was given. It tells you he's got two scrolls with arcane spells upon them, and 3 scrolls with divine magic upon them.
Okay, so let's name the first two if it's possible.
All right. Oh,
Well,
tell a lie. Sorry, not 2. He's got. Let's just split into 2 categories. He's got 5 arcane scrolls. Sorry.
all together.
Yes, altogether. Yeah.
Okay, and does he know what they are and what's the price on each of them, please?
It says they range from 30 gold to 80.
Okay, and what are they? Can you name them, please?
It tells you that he has been told that one of them contains a remove fear spell. One has a spell called Shocking Grasp.
Mm-hmm.
Another has Alarm.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, sorry, I miscounted. That's it. That's it.
That's 4 only.
Yeah, that's 4. Sorry, I miscounted. I was looking at the different costs, but that were a total cost.
Okay, so altogether he got 4 arcane spells. Scrolls.
Yes.
That's it, and there's no other 3 divination, or is that on top of it? Because I'm really confused now.
So he's got 4 arcane scrolls. He's also got divine scrolls.
So it's not divination, divine scroll.
Divine, yeah, not divination. No.
You said divination, okay, or I misheard it. Okay, so again, can you?
So he's got remove fear.
Yeah.
He's got shocking grasp, and he's got alarm.
That's only 3.
Yeah. Sorry, I miscounted.
Okay. All right.
I'll look at the table I'm looking at is quite a bit confusing.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. So this is not. No, I'm unfortunately not interested in any of those. Is there anything else you sell and might be useful for a wizard like myself?
So I have some. I only have what you can see. I've I've got some potions or this interesting token.
And what does that token?
I've not been. I must admit, I've not been able to get this. I've not had this checked yet.
So it's a mystery. And how much are you asking for the mystery?
For the mystery, 300 gold.
How about if it turns out as useless?
He just shrugs.
Okay, and what potions do you have?
I have, or at least I've been told that I have, a potion of hide from animals,
Mm-hmm.
a delay poison potion,
Mm-hmm.
and a potion of curing light wounds, or two of those, in fact.
We'd
And
recognize those, would we not?
Possibly so, yes, since the
okay,
descriptions are standard now.
okay. So what's the price on those
Uh,
the cure light wounds,
50 gold each.
please?
55, sorry.
Going up.
Cheeky bugger.
55.
All right. Okay. Uh, I don't know. Okay.
I'll do the pair for 95.
Mr. Fiddler.
Or rather, for God, my maths.
You're
For
skipping so
105.
Oh
No,
my
no,
God,
no. You
stop.
you said 95, already. So I'm sorry. This is no backtracking. The price goes up and fluctuates. What the heck is what kind of negotiation is this?
It's been on the.
He's been on the sauce, has he?
Listen, I get my wine skin out. I give him some wine because I can see he's really stressed. Is this your first day here?
No, what do you mean? I've
Okay,
been here for 20 years.
okay. I will thanks for his efforts, and I think about that totem thing, but I'm not sure. Can I identify it? Are you okay if I have a proper look at it before I purchase it?
Uh,
With magic, is that okay for you or not?
you can make a persuasion check.
Okay, I have to roll now. One sec. Now I'm gonna roll shite.
It's the way of the world.
What did I say? Yeah, of course. After all this effort, yeah, sure.
Um, no, he says he's not comfortable with that idea.
Okay, I thank for his efforts, and I wish him a very good day. I might return if I change my mind. I need to think about this, and
You're more than welcome.
I like to leave, and I mean
Okay,
to
right.
go out
He
together.
ushers you out and locks the door behind him.
Okay,
So, and he
I
says, I'm sure your friend here will be able to inform you of what's available.
yeah, and I will tell the others what I have seen and heard, and this totem item thing is maybe something
Well,
we don't know.
a quick follow-up question. Um, well, obviously, I assume Cade offered to identify the figurine for you,
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
and you weren't interested in us telling you what it was. Quite happy to do that. It's no sort of skin off our nose. Just takes 10 minutes. He doesn't want us to identify it for him. Not being pushy, just
He doesn't
curious.
like the. It's not that he doesn't. Is not entertain the idea of somebody casting magic. He's not a magic. He's not a magic user. He doesn't know what you're doing. So it's
Okay,
no. He's not.
no,
Basically, he's not. He's
that's
not
fair
keen
enough.
on that idea.
So the next question I had was, Cade, I assume only asked about the magic, the arcane scrolls. You
Yes.
mentioned there were divine scrolls. What were those?
Uh, Divine Scrolls. Let me see. God, why is it not listed as type now? Just bear with me 1 second. Oh, now we're in. Okay, so I think it's the edition. So silence and zone of truth
Mhm.
and check these because I think some of these are 3rd edition ones.
No worries.
Yeah, there is.
And
Enhanceability.
the hell's enhanceability? Are you sure? It doesn't sound like a 5e spell.
Yeah, I've just checked this. Well, I've having to like check the spell list. Yeah, it's a 2nd
Oh,
level cleric spell.
enhance. Oh, there. Oh.
Silence is a good spell.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I mean, I'm quite tempted. What does enhanceability and silent scrolls go for?
The enhance ability. Let's see, where do we? Oh. 150 each. 155 each.
Cheapskate.
I keep forgetting to add on the extra. Sorry.
And the okay. I mean, what do you guys think? Would it be, because I don't want to use a slot for silence, but it's quite useful, isn't it? I mean, do we want to? And I assume I don't have to concentrate on silence if it's casting a scroll.
Yeah, it still works like the spell. It just it's just cast from the scroll instead, so it's not taking the spell slot or anything.
No, but I don't have to keep concentrating on it.
If the spell normally requires concentration, yes.
No, that's shit.
Yeah, so it other than the fact that it's on the scroll, it functions as normal.
What do you guys think? Was it worth getting?
The silence definitely, in my opinion.
Okay. And this figurine, I mean, I'm quite intrigued. I'm a little uncertain about buying something without knowing what it does. But can you describe it to us? Do you have an inkling of
Yep,
what
I
it
shall
does?
show you a picture of it. Just a moment. I'm just having to.
I mean, obviously, out of character, we may recognize it, but in character, would we get a roll to understand what it is?
Well, you can make your own. You can make your own deductions from the picture, I suppose.
It's going to be a kid's toy, isn't it? Something
Right.
someone found on a tip somewhere.
Right, there it is. Okay, so I should be able to just drag this in. There. See that?
Is it on
No.
Foundry? Because I can't see.
Yep, it's on Foundry.
No.
It's on the map.
Oh, there.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
okay.
I meant to bring it in as a thing, but I'll put it in.
It looks like a troll's head.
Looks like a fan of feathers on
Yeah,
a
yeah.
clip.
Yeah,
Looks like
it's
a hair
like
clip.
so it's a fan of feathers. They look a bit like miniature peacock feathers on like a silver clip, almost like a hair clip.
Looks like something we've seen before.
So it's a fancy head for fancy head for Royal Astor or something. Yeah. So
It's only small. It's probably about the silver clasp bit is probably about an inch, a couple of inches wide.
How much were you wanting for that?
300.
300.
Yeah. Yeah, you can get stuffed.
Well, I ask him. No, I can't imagine. Well, I'll ask him. Look, if we purchase it and we take it to be evaluated, find out that it's not something we want, can we get our money back?
No. Is already. I've already informed your halfling friend that it's. I've not been able to identify it as yet, but the price is a stand, so it's bought as seen.
No refunds.
Oh no, I don't. Sorry, I mean that was the point. Is that I don't mind. I don't mind his sort of. He doesn't know what it is, and this is the price situation. My counter is, if we do purchase it and spend the time and effort to find out what it is, and we find out that actually it's not worth 300 GP, can we bring it back, but at least give him the information about what it is?
No.
Ah,
I have my trusted. I have my trusted sources of information.
Okay, is this the most expensive item in your shop?
It is the most expensive magical item that I have available at this time.
Okay. Wow.
Well, what I'll do is, because I've got one healing potion on me. I would like to purchase his 2 healing potions. I think it was 105.
105 if you want to buy the pair, then yes.
Yeah, I'll buy the pair of them. Thank you very much.
For a new discount for a new customer.
He said 95 earlier.
No, didn't you were hearing things? Must have been that tree branch that hit you on the head the other day.
Yeah, so I'll take the 2. I always got yes, so I'll take the 2. It's 5, 10. Right, so take the money off. Where did you put healers?
Listen, you live only once. I buy that black thing, whatever that is.
What?
I'll buy it.
What? The feather?
Yeah, that totem thing.
You know
Okay.
you know what a fascinator is?
No idea what that is. I don't know.
Fascinator is a woman's headdress that isn't a hat, but just looks good on her head.
That's what I said. It looks like that, you know. That's what I said earlier.
It's like
I didn't know the word, but that's what. Why? It's not. It's a tiny thing, isn't it? And it's
Yeah,
carved.
it's about the size of a hair clip.
It's a hair. So
So the silver part is about the size of a hair clip. The feathers obviously are in relation to that, so they're a bit bigger.
so
But
you.
yeah, it could quite happily sit on a lady's head and look pretty. I suppose, yeah.
Okay, so you have to wear it on your head. No thanks.
Well, I'm not saying you have to wear it on your head. I'm just going along with what you're saying. It would, you could certainly use it like that.
I thought it was a small carved item of something which looked like that, you know.
No, it's not. No, it's not carved out. So it's like a silver clasp with these with this sort of fan of blue, almost peacock. Well, not peacock-like, are they? The blue feathers. The fan is peacock-like.
I would look ridiculous in this, you know.
Well, quite possibly if you did want to wear it like that, yeah.
Well,
I mean,
to wear it under your hat.
You could wear it on your lapel.
It looks similar to what we gave that banshee woman, doesn't it?
Or as a sporran.
Huh.
Dangle it downwards as a sporran.
No.
Very
No,
good.
no. I pass on this one. It's just.
You don't want to buy it after all.
No, I was gonna buy it if it was some tiny, you know, carved thing. That's what I imagined. I didn't know it's this huge headband thing, you know.
No, it's not huge, no.
How big is it?
It's about the silver clasp part is about 1.5 inches across.
As long as your
that-
thumb. As long as your thumb.
Oh, so that's it. So it's a very tiny thing.
Yes, yes.
Oh, okay. I'll buy it then. Whatever. I'll buy it.
So it's about one
I
and a half.
tell him because of the uncertainty about, you know, you have no idea what it is. The price is 200.
Are you trying to tell him what you're going to pay for it?
Yeah.
Okay, you can try.
I mean, what can I lose?
Right, there'll be a persuasion check. So you're trying to reduce the price by a third.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's correct.
Roll me a D100.
So a persuasion check.
A persuasion check.
Yeah, I'm doing one second.
He laughs at you. The price is 300.
For a 17, a 19. He's laughing for a 19.
Yep.
So what do I have to do? 50? Okay. I'll pay the 300.
You won't regret it, sir. I'm sure you won't.
I'll come back tomorrow and let you know.
I won't be here.
Why
Laughs.
are you closing, are you closing shop and emigrating or what? Okay. So I did
Right,
that 300 gold.
Right, he gift wraps it for you.
Oh, lovely, lovely. I'll come back tomorrow for more items if it's good. Okay.
I won't. My stock will still be the same in this department. Will still be the same tomorrow.
So you are not getting any new items tomorrow?
No, they brought in to me. I don't know what I get. I have sources of sources that bring me things on occasion. I can't say when when I will get something new in.
Okay, sure. Thanks for his business. I'll
Thank you.
carefully
Shakes your
pocket
hand.
my new item. I shake his hand. I smile the rest, blink, and I walk out from the shop and wait outside.
Okie dokie. Anybody else?
No, there's nothing else I want.
No, that sound like
I
hope for
popped
me
the
either.
potion into the bandolier that I had created, a little sort of pouch with a strap to keep it secure, and thank him kindly and wander off. Ask if he recommends any other places in town that would be interesting to visit.
Of what nature?
You know, potions, anything. Say again.
Competitors.
Yes.
Says
Yes.
you can. Well, it doesn't say so, but you can make a persuasion check.
Persuasion. So I'm just checking my chart. Oh yeah, it should like the rest of them. That went well. Busy
Maybe
time of
another day if we do some better business.
Okay.
Better business.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're shutting up shop for a month. It's gone.
I bought the most expensive item in the shop, and he says better business. Okay. Should
Most
I bought
expensive magical item, yeah.
a magic item? Sorry. Should I bought everything?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. Be happy with that. You can go and buy everything if you want. It's got a
Right.
well. I'm not at liberty to say how much the value of his stock is. Can I close
Yeah,
this? There we
I'll
go.
say thank you very much.
Right. Thanks for your business. Wishes you a good day. And attends to his other customers.
Let's go back to the inn and try to figure out what this thing is.
You've bought a very expensive hat.
Probably, I don't know, man. Listen, then we have a laugh, and you can joke about it for 20 years to come.
It's one of a pair. Used to belong to a backstreet lady that used to do a bit of a dance.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
So,
No.
if we go back and behind closed doors, is it possible to
Yeah, you can do
No.
it behind closed doors. Of course, you can do
identify
almost anything behind closed doors.
and detect and figure out what it is, please?
Yes, we can certainly
But I
try.
need help. I need help with identify because I don't have that spell.
Oh, right.
I have detect
Yeah.
magic, but I have no identify. I didn't know it's in
No,
this
no,
scenario.
that's quite alright.
It is.
Um,
I would pick it up if I could.
it's fine. So, yep, take them out, sit in our room, and then, yeah, see if I can identify them.
Okay. So, do you want to cast detect magic on it first?
Yes, please. I do that.
So it has to be
Oh, it has to be the same character.
yeah, it has to be Sir 30.
Sorry,
Yeah.
sorry. Then I just hand it over. And would you please?
Yeah, no problem. So,
Is anybody else doing anything else while these two are doing this?
No.
Just keeping an eye out, see if there's any druidic writing anywhere, making anybody sick.
All five of us in the same room. What did this idiot halfling boy buy?
Okay. Right. So you casting detect magic on it first, yes?
Correct.
Okay. It so it radiates strong transformation magic.
Lincoln said, well, it's definitely magical. Then I cast, I take 10 minutes and ritually cast Identifier.
Okay. Just a moment. Right, so that's that. So you cast Identify upon it. It has a single magical property. Where are we? So you can attempt a Arcana check. You've got advantage on the check because you're the, the School of Magic it uses. Somebody dropped out. Is that Dan gone again?
No, I'm here.
Oh,
No,
Dan.
it's fun, I think.
Oh yeah. Oh, he's back again.
Yeah, sorry, my laptop just the battery went flat. It doesn't give any. I lost everything, so I didn't hear after casting identify. I'm sorry.
Yeah. No. So it's got one magical property, and it is so Fult's going to go try and do an Arcana check, I believe, to see if he can identify the properties.
Can I help with that? You know, I
No.
mean,
No.
I can't. Okay.
So 12 under 15.
Oh, 12. Right. Okay. No, you do not know. You can try again in 24 hours.
Okay, we do that. Let's. It does something, but we don't know what.
Does it require attunement?
It does not require attunement. No. So yes, I should. Yeah, you would have. I should have told you that because that identify spell would tell you that. So it does not require attunement. It does not. It does have charges.
Ooh. I explain aid and hand it over gingerly.
I will thank Fairfoot for his efforts, and you know, if we can try tomorrow, I might be able to help you, you know, with this.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. I mean, you know, with your checks.
Well, we can keep trying it every day while we're on this journey, can't we?
I
Yep.
know
Yeah.
tomorrow I will have new divination rolls, so I might be able to step in and give you a high roll.
So, is anybody else doing it? Want to do anything else while you're staying over? So that's a day.
No.
The full. So it's a day used
Extra.
up in Luna. Yeah, a day extra. So yeah. So any costs will be taken out for today. Yeah. So everything you spend today is extra.
Yeah, I'm taking one goal now.
Okay.
So yeah.
All done.
Down to
Yeah.
Homlet then next.
Okay. I won't be able to help you with
Oh
the
wow. Bad things are gonna happen tomorrow.
So no, you have to try it on your own. My rolls are no good.
18,
What's that? Sorry.
19 for checks.
For the next day.
Oh,
Well,
sorry. You're doing
no
it.
check.
You're doing it the next morning. Sorry.
Yes, yes.
No, it's not good enough.
Okay. Right, I suppose we head off.
Okay. Yeah.
Yep. How many days does it take to get to Homlet then?
It
2.
takes a full day to get to Homlet. It's
Oh,
30
full day.
miles. It's 30, well, just so it is 30 miles south of Ernbonk, so you'll have to travel a little bit. Well, it's up to you. So you can stop 5 miles out, or you can push that extra, take that extra hour or so, and make it to Homlet.
We'll just push for that extra hour or so.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Right. So you arrive in Homlet. The road into Homlet, you come over like the crest of a hill, and there's a large sort of apple orchard on your right hand side, in a big walled garden. And as you rise the crest of this hill, you can see this large town spread out before you. At the far end, where the road, you can see the road exits town. There's a castle with a keep and a walled castle, a walled tower and keep. Sorry, at the far end. Down the road, you can see there's like the centre of the town. There's a lot of, so you can see a lot of the buildings are quite new in comparison to some. And when you get to the centre of town, that consists. There's the main concentration of the older buildings there. One of the main buildings at the centre of town is an inn called the Inn of the Welcome Wench.
Hey.
That appears to be very busy.
We'll,
Light's already failing at this point.
yeah, I'll have to make us way to the inn then.
Okay.
Stable the horses and everything.
We need a good rest.
Rightio. Okay, so you can stable your horses. A stable boy comes out to greet you, in fact, and takes to take the lead off your horses and the wagon. He takes the trouble to give you his name, and sort of stands there expectantly for a moment.
Tip. I suppose we give him a tip.
How much
Silver
you-
piece.
A silver piece.
I'm feeling largesse.
Right, he looks his mouth drops over and says, "Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much. Anything you need, anything at all, just ask for me."
Excellent, thank you.
His name is Pip, by the way. Right, so entering the inn, it's like I say, it's one of the oldest buildings in the town. It's quite well decked out, and it's packed to the rafters inside. A serving girl accosts you almost immediately as you enter the inn and escorts you to a table and asks you what she can get you. You don't drink, so if you want to order food.
Just food and drink.
Okay, right. She takes your order, and then disappears. While you're sat waiting, a moment later, a middle-aged guy comes over. He's wearing an apron and introduces himself as the innkeep, and wants to know if you'll be requiring any rooms this evening.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yes,
we do.
please.
He regrets to inform you that they're quite busy tonight, so he can offer you all accommodation, but you will have to double up over 2 rooms.
Okay, we do that. That's not an
Can
issue.
do that. What's the event? It seems so busy here.
Just a normal night.
Excellent.
It's a popular place these days. Well, plenty of sightseers, curiosity types, and we are on quite a still on a major route.
Excellent. That's always good to see people doing well. Would you like me to perform for you tonight?
It tells you that they have entertainment, in-house entertainment already. You can try and persuade him, see if he'll let you go for do a turn.
Excellent. I head up to the stage and perform my little heart out.
You have to see if he'll let you perform first.
Oh, sorry, I missed that. Persuasion, yep.
Yep.
No.
Right. He thanks you for your suggestion, for your offer. But he's like he says, they've got quite a few. They've got their entertainment booked. They have an in-house performer.
That was quite alright.
I'm sure you can enjoy their talents later this evening.
Excellent. Let's sit back and enjoy the show.
Okay. Let's see if I can get this picture of Omelette for you. No, that's the black box. Strange. Oh, maybe not. Can't give you that picture. Right, so you have to you wait about half an hour, probably because it's so busy, till your food and drinks, or rather drinks come first, then your food comes a bit later. Wanting to do anything in particular, or?
No, just assess the crowd.
No, not really. I'll listen to any gossip from nearby people, etc. That's about it.
Okay. Anybody else? What about Luhai and Cade?
No, I just
No, I'm not doing
have
that.
have a good meal with Luna and my dog. And
Okay.
that's it. I go to early bed. They're traveling tomorrow, casting spells. I need my strength. But thank you.
Okay. So when Luna pokes her head out, they're fine with the dog, but the innkeep comes over and asks you that you. He's not going to ask you to leave or anything, but he'd prefer if you kept things like that out of sight.
Okay. Yeah, sure. I just know. Yeah, I will do that soon. Let's just finish the meal and then I'll leave after. Okay.
Okay.
I find Pip.
Okay.
And I will tell him I need to sleep in the stable for
Oh no,
whatever.
it doesn't mean that you got to stay in this. It didn't mean that you got to leave. It says it just wants you to keep your dragon out of sight.
Oh, out of sight. I thought you want Luna out and me staying
No.
in. That's not an option.
No, no,
Out
no,
of
no.
sight.
Doesn't want it. Doesn't want it. You like having him on view.
Oh, okay. That's fine. I'll do that. I obey his request.
Good, okay. Right, thanks you for that.
And
Just like
I keep feeding Luna underneath the table.
for your protection and mine.
Okay.
So nobody wanted to do anything. I mean, you can sit and listening to the local gossip and what have you? Other than
Yeah,
that,
just chilling. We've been on the road a long time.
okie dokie. Right, well, you can quite easily pick up a general history of the place if you're interested in that or not.
Yeah, always.
Okay. So let's see. So Homlet, as you know, it's about 30 miles south of Vermont and it lies just within the Cron Hills, east of the Lockmill Mountains, and just to the west of the Gnarly Forest. It's a small settlement with a long and dark history. It's once unremarkable, just a village called Homlet witnessed the growth of one of the greatest centres of corruption the world would ever know, the Temple of Elemental Evil. Homlet is now a small town with a population of just under 1,000. Only 12 years ago, it was a hamlet of around 100 people, although even then most folk referred to it as a village. Since that time, the town has enjoyed unprecedented peace and prosperity. The town is not ruled by a mayor or town council as many others. Instead, two ex-adventurers called Rufus and Byrne have been granted control of Homlet and its lands by the Viscount of Vermont. Not many people in the town look at it that way, however. Most folks simply see the two men as the town elders, giving them the respect that they have earned. Few grumble when it comes time to pay their taxes to the two lords. Most everyone appreciates the protection Rufus and Byrne's soldiers provide, as well as the role the two played in the downfall of the original Temple of Elemental Evil, and the threats they have overcome to protect the town since then. Above all, Homlet is a peaceful, contented place. Its people are well fed, safe and happy with their lot. However, they are wary for their happiness has been threatened more than once in the past. The people, particularly those who have lived in town a long time, watch with interest the comings and goings of suspicious strangers, and they keep an eye on the old moat house and temple ruins that were the sites of not one, but two malevolent insurgencies over the years. Once this area was simply a gentle wilderness growing out of a small collection of farmhouses and roadside shelter. Homlet expanded quickly. Prosperity came naturally to the fertile land as herders, farmers, hunters, trappers, and woodcutters made the growing hamlet their home. The town was built on a crossroads between Vermont and the wild coast, so visitors were frequent. Eventually, those visitors brought trouble. Brigands and other evil humanoids have been a bane to Homlet for years. Eventually, thieves, cutthroats, orcs, and even more sinister forces created a settlement of their own, Nulb. The hamlet was frequented not only by the most evil of people, but also by monsters and beasts as well. A chapel dedicated to vice and damnation grew nearby, with increasingly vile creatures coming to worship foul deities there. In time, this chapel became the Temple of Elemental Evil, filled with dark priests and their wicked servants. While the first temple reigned, the lands about Homlet grew dark with violence and pestilence. As their power increased, the temple clerics built a small keep known as the Moat House, not far from Homlet. From this base, they planned to launch raids and secure their fortunes in the west. Fortunately for Homlet, those who commanded the temple were not overly concerned with the village, but more with the powerful strongholds to the north. When that corruption spread, it drew the attention of armies the temple was not yet prepared to deal with. Forces from the north attacked the temple, some using Homlet as a base and a point for resupply and rest. When the temple fell, folk in Homlet saw ochre-robed priests fleeing westward and rejoiced that the evil was gone. Two men involved with the fall of the original temple, Rufus and Byrne, settled in Homlet and built a tower. Their connections with the Lord of Vermont to the north were well known, as were their plans to expand their tower into a large keep, and the town prospered once again. But evil was not done with the Temple of Elemental Evil. Slowly, over years, its creatures and servants returned to the place and brought with them the taint of evil that hung like a shadow over Homlet a second time. This time, however, the inhabitants of Homlet chose to get involved. A young man named Elmo and his brother Otis worked with Canoness Uday of the Church of St. Cuthbert to spy on the temple's activities. They helped small bands of adventurers overcome the evil cleric in the moat house and the more powerful foes in the temple, not the least of which was a demon lord who was eventually banished back to the abyss. This time the dungeons beneath the temple were collapsed, and it appeared the place was finally overcome.
Wow, lots of stuff happening.
In the years that followed, the town prospered as never before, with the temple and hamlet on the lips of many throughout the countryside. The former hamlet grew into a village and eventually a small town. Byrne and Rufus finished their keep and were granted the town and lands around it to protect and nurture. More churches sprang up to serve the needs of the growing population, and some are even talking now of building a wall around the town itself.
Impressive.
So, and later that evening, there's an announcement as the in-house entertainment arrives. It's a comely, red-haired young half-elven woman by the name of Tanner. She walks around the room, playing the crowd, going in, speaking to people at individual tables, performing parlour tricks, and sharing jokes.
Singing.
Yes, she plans to sing. She lets you know that she's planning to sing a couple of songs later on.
Oh, brilliant. I look forward to it. Is she using magic or is she using sleight of hand?
For what? Sorry.
The parlor tricks.
She's using sleight of hand.
Okay.
So she stops at your table and says, "Can I entertain you with a riddle,
Oh, yes, please.
parlor trick, or maybe some jokes?"
Oh, all of the above.
All of the above. Says,
Entered.
well,
Are we not entertained? Sorry.
so I'll do you two. I've got the whole room to do, so I'll start. How about a riddle?
Okay.
Right, she thinks for a moment. She's, what does man love more than life? Fear more than death or mortal strife? What do the poor have that the rich require? And what do contented men desire? What does the miser spend, the spendthrift save, and all man carry to their graves?
Sorry, I missed
There's a
half of
drink.
that.
What does man love more than life? Fear more than death or mortal strife? What do the poor have that the rich require? And what do contented men desire? What does the miser spend, the spendthrift save, and all men carry to their graves? Says there's a drink in the person who gets the answer. Not there's a drink in it for the person who gets the answer.
I'm sure I've heard this one before.
Have rings a
Then
bell.
you should be have the answer on the tip of your tongue.
Spendthrift saves, poor have, and the rich desire. It's going to be something silly like time.
Is that your answer?
That's my answer.
Anybody else?
No, I'm going to sit this out. I can't remember it. Not the answer, anyway.
Anybody else?
No, I googled it and cheated.
That's despicable.
I'm not answering.
Cade? Lou High?
I am bad at these things, so don't
I
ask
thought he
me.
was already in bed, by the way.
Yeah, actually, yes.
Alright, sorry. You retired.
Yeah, I retired, yes.
Fair enough. Lou High, having a guess?
No.
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 I think that one I know. Sorry. That's time is not the answer.
Oh, that's a shame. But still, I like the riddle. Don't tell me the answer. I'll think on it some more.
Okay. Well, come on, let me know if you figure it out.
Excellent.
So how about a joke? We're all men here, so I'm sure we're not even easily offended.
Uh-huh. Is this a male entertainer or female?
She's female.
Oh.
She's a half elven female.
Okay.
I'm not sure if these jokes are funny. These are jokes, but apparently these are D&D jokes. Well, so I've not read them. Right. So a monk was preaching to the people at Greyhawk and thundering against adultery, which he depicted in colours of the deepest dye. It's such a horrible sin, he said, that I had rather undo 10 virgins than one married woman. At this, many among the congregation gave a hearty amen. I don't get that.
No.
You're gonna have to read the last part slower.
A monk was preaching to the people.
No,
at
the
Greyhawk.
last sentence. The last
Oh,
sentence.
the last sentence. Okay. It's such a horrible sin, said he, that I had rather undo 10 virgins than one married woman. At this, many of the congregation gave a hearty amen.
No, I've got no idea.
No.
I'd rather undo.
Yeah. It's such a horrible sin that I had rather undo 10 virgins than one married woman. And at this, many of the congregation gave a hearty amen. Apparently that's a joke.
Can we get feedback?
No, she leaves.
While we're all sat there looking confused.
Right, are you staying up to witness a performance, or are you just going to retire for the evening?
No,
think-
Uh,
I think after that I'm done.
Yeah, I'm going to retire as well, I think.
Okay, right,
Hey,
so
watch your performance and go to bed, and in real life as well, figuratively, literally. So what's up? How's her performance? Is she good? Is she breaking
okay,
the pole?
is she good? Let's see. Is she good? Oops. She's very good. Gets a rousing response for the song that I shall now relate that she sings.
Oh no, please don't. Just cut and paste it into the chat.
Oh, very well.
Well, without the music, it's just going to be like
Yeah, true.
spoken verse stuff.
Right, go. Let's see, we're gonna do this. I can't remember how you're doing character stuff. Is it in speech marks? Don't know. Oh, it's the wagon that's talking. That's not right.
I was talking as the wagon the other day. That was good. That.
oh, but it has gone into the character. That at least that's something.
Oh, that's a good magic.
So the wagon said this.
Oh my god, I'd be shocked.
So the wagon is magical. Wow.
Talking wagon.
Yes,
Okay, so
you.
she sings that song to raucous applause. So I'll leave that for you to read at your leisure.
Oh my god, what the fuck? Fuck is this shit? No, okay. No. Thanks, guys. I am knackered. I'm going to type up the notes. It'll take about 30 seconds, and then shall we play? I'm free next Sunday. If you guys are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, I should be.
I'm
Oh.
good.
Yeah, I should be free next Sunday, so long I can actually speak.
Yeah. Well, good luck in the meantime, then, Phil. Hope it all goes well.
Yep.
Yeah.
Me
Yeah.
too.
Okay. Thank you, guys. Thanks, Phil.
Take care. Bye bye.
Have a
Okay.
good
Alright.
night. Bye bye.
Bye.
Did you want to sort out the